Heyo, welcome to Rachel Alice Reads. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be talking about Whisper by Lynette Noni. Take one. Disclaimer on this video that I have been quite sick this weekend, so I apologize in advance if I'm a little bit lackluster, but I'll try and keep my energy up for you. Just for you guys, aren't you lucky? Whisper is a YA sci-fi novel that came in the YA Chronicles May box, which was The Power of Words, and this epitomizes that theme. But before I get into my points about the book, let's do a quick synopsis. So Whisper follows 18-year-old Jane Doe, and when we meet her, she is already in a government facility called Lingard. She's been there for 2.5 years and has not spoken a word. Every day she is poked and prodded by different evaluators trying to get her to speak, but none of them have been able to do it so far. Since they haven't succeeded, they tell her that she's going to have a new evaluator and she's got 1 month to make some progress or she'll be taken out of the program. Her new evaluator, Landon Ward, starts to chip away at her exterior and she does eventually start speaking, and once she does, she starts to learn more about the secrets of Lingard, why she's there and what's going on. Whisper is kind of an X-Men Divergent cross, and it's probably the second book, sci-fi book that I've read this year. Also Warcross is another one which I have reviewed and will link above, but it's really making me love sci-fi. And I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I loved this book. The first reason why I loved this book was that it was captivating right from the start. Obviously in the start when we meet Jane, she is not speaking. So there's actually quite minimal dialogue, and when she is spoken to by someone else, it's obviously a one-sided conversation, but we get the other side of the conversation through her thoughts. This could have been really boring, I think. It could have been really strange just to be stuck inside someone's head, but it was absolutely captivating. The other characters that came in while she wasn't speaking were enough to get her thoughts moving, and it was just really enthralling. Through her thoughts, we do know that something big has happened in her past. That's why she's there. But we don't know what. You get lots of little ideas, but it's not until she really starts speaking that we find out what happened. So there's always that mystery as to why she's there, and it just snatches you in right from the start. Number 2, there were great backstories. One thing I've learned about myself recently is I'm definitely a backstory kind of girl. If there aren't backstories to the characters, reasons why they are the way they are, I don't really connect with them that well. And I found in this book, it was really well done, and not just for the main characters, but also for sort of the secondary characters. There wasn't just a token best friend and a token love interest. They were all actually part of the secret of Lingard and part of the story, which I really loved. Number 3, the world building. So as I said previously, this is a sci-fi novel, not a fantasy, so the world building isn't as important as it could be, but it being set in the real world, it still has a fictional facility that Jane Doe lives in. So that has to be built from scratch. And you get such a good sense of the clinical feel of this facility that it's really stark hospital-like. Everyone's wearing uniforms and it becomes really vivid. In a nutshell, the world building in this book is quite simple, but it's really effective. Number 4, it was set in Australia. I'm currently living in Australia, and it was a really interesting experience to have a book centre around a place that you know. It's set in Sydney. I don't think that's a spoiler. I currently live in Melbourne, but I do know Sydney quite well, so it was quite interesting to have a book centralised in a place that you know. It just doesn't happen all that often, particularly in YA sorts of books. So there you have it, some of the reasons why I loved Whisper. I thought it was fantastic. It's one of the few books that I've come across this year that I actually kept wanting to go and read. I was at work, but I wanted to go and read this book. I can't recommend it highly enough. It was a 5 out of 5 stars from me. Let me know if you've read Whisper or if you've read any of the other books by Lynette Noni. I know she's got another series out there. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Please hit that subscribe button if you like this video. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and reviewing on Goodreads. But for now, go check out this book and don't forget to laugh at yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye.